To Munro College from St. Elizabeth. This is School's Challenge Quiz. Glenmuir High is represented by team captain Rodane Samuels, Reese Bennett, Shantoy Graham, and Afa McNabb, while Munro College is represented by team captain Kirkland Webb, Renaldino Henry, Danielle Reed, and Delano Mullings. Only one of these teams will move on to the next round. Hello everyone. Welcome to the 8th match in round 3 of TVJ Schools Challenge Quiz. I'm your host, Marlene Stevenson-Daly, and your judges are Avi McIntosh for the sciences and Theresa Easy for the arts. It all comes down to this. High schools from across Jamaica have entered the challenge. But do they have the skill, the knowledge, the temperament to move to the next round? This is the opening challenge. In this section, teams will be asked questions alternately and will receive 1 point for each correct answer. Earlier, we had the toss and Glenmuir High won, and they've decided to go first. And so we begin with Glenmuir High. Now, this section lasts for 4 minutes, so let's get that time on the clock. Glenmuir, we begin with Jamaican heritage. Complete the Jamaican proverb, Pauna fret kyan pia.
Onsadet.
Correct. Munro, Jamaican heritage. Complete the Jamaican proverb, victory no come from lie down.
In a bed.
Correct. International affairs. Glenmuir, look at the monitor, identify this person.
Alexander Lukashenko.
Incorrect. George Conrote, President of Fiji. International affairs for Munro. Look at the monitor, identify this person.
Alpha Conde.
Correct. And Glenmuir, French. Which country is l'Allemagne?
Germany.
Correct. And French for Munro. Which country is les Pays-Bas? Les Pays-Bas.
Poland.
Did you say Poland?
Poland.
No, it's Holland. Music for Glenmuir. Listen to the following clip and identify the artiste.
Carry on the wood.
Incorrect. Sinach or Sinach. Music for Munro. Listen to the following clip. Identify the artiste.
Couldn't find nobody. I looked
Vassan Mitchell.
Correct. Bible knowledge for Glenmuir. Complete the following Bible verse from the King James Version. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
Correct. Bible knowledge for Munro. Complete the following Bible verse from the King James Version. God is our refuge and strength.
A very present help in trouble.
A very present help in trouble.
Correct. Theatre and cinema for Glenmuir. Look at the monitor. Identify this person.
Ben Stiller.
Correct. Theatre and cinema Munro. Look at the monitor. Identify this person.
Correct, Russell.
Craig Russell.
Correct. Glenmuir biology. Apart from the bicuspid valve, what is another name for the left atrioventricular valve?
Mitchell Valve.
Correct. Biology for Munro. What name is given to the muscles located in the ventricles of the heart?
Papillary muscles.
Correct. Sports. Visual one, Glenmuir. Look at the monitor. Identify this person.
Ashley Spencer.
Incorrect. Aisha Port-Lair. Sports for Munro. Look at the monitor. Identify this person.
Taekwondo Tracy.
Incorrect. Demish Gay. English language for Glenmuir. Spell fascination.
Fascination.
Correct. Munro, English language. Spell caricature.
Caricature.
Correct. Geography for Glenmuir. The Ring of Fire is a major area for earthquakes in which ocean floor?
Pacific Ocean.
Correct. Geography for Munro. What is the name of the volcano which is called the lighthouse of the Mediterranean Sea because of its glowing light all the time?
Mount Etna.
Incorrect. Stromboli. Chemistry for Glenmuir. How many moles are there in 42 grams of nitrogen?
3 moles.
Incorrect. 1.5 moles. Chemistry for Munro. 0.5 mole of solute is dissolved in 250 centimeters cubed of solution. Calculate its concentration.
Alright, so that will be dm cube multiplied by 4. 2 mole per dm cube.
2 mole per dm cube.
That's correct. Mathematics. And that's the bell. That's the end of the opening challenge, and the scores are Glenmuir High on 7 points and Munro College just ahead on 8 points. It's now time for the Digicel viewer's question. Our viewer's question comes from the category music. And the question is, who released the single Forever Young in 1988? Answers will be accepted only by text messaging. Send your text message to 876-422-QUIZ. That's 876-422-7849. The first 5 persons who answer correctly will receive a prize of a credit to their Digicel account. When we come back, it'll be time for the speed challenge. School Challenge quiz returns right after these messages. Welcome back to School's Challenge Quiz. The scores are Glenmuir High on 7 points, Munro College on 8 points. It's now time for the speed challenge, in which teams can answer as many questions as possible in 3 separate 60-second periods. Glenmuir High, it's time for your first minute. In the Bible, what kind of bird did Noah first send out of the ark after the great flood? Correct. What organ in the body is responsible for osmoregulation?
Kidney.
Correct. Who is the Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Anne in Jamaica?
Zevamin.
Correct. Spell catapult.
Catapult.
Correct. Pilau is a traditional rice dish of which Caribbean country?
Guyana.
No, Trinidad and Tobago. What type of glacier is one that ends in a body of water like a lake or an ocean?
Oceanic Glacier.
No, Carving Glacier. Who received the 2019 Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance?
Her.
Yes. What family of elements has only one electron in the outer shell, making them very reactive?
Alkaline.
Yes. Alkali, incomplete. Alkali metals. Factorize 15 plus 5x.
5 into 3 plus x.
Correct. Which actor played the role of Tony Manero in the 1977
Denzel
classic
Washington.
movie? No, John Travolta. And the movie was Saturday Night Fever. End of the first minute for Glenmuir. Now we go to Munro for their first minute. Munro, what are the names of the mountains where Noah's Ark rested? What?
Mount Ararat.
Correct. What is the more common name for renal lithiasis or nephrolithiasis?
Keystone.
Correct. Who's the Member of Parliament for Hanover Western in Jamaica?
Hanover Western. Ian Hills.
Correct. Spell salacious.
S. CIOUS.
Yes. Sancocho is a traditional
Jamaica
rice.
Republic.
Yes. What type of glacier is formed when it flows into a plain at the edge of a mountain range?
Plenar.
No, Piedmont Glacier. Which song received the 2019 Grammy Award for Best Song?
This is America.
No, Boot Up. To what family of elements do helium, neon, and argon belong?
No gases.
Correct. Factorize 21 plus 7b.
7B. So 7 into 3 plus B.
Incorrect answer came first. What actress played the role of Baby Houseman in the 1987 movie Dirty Dancing?
Pass.
Jennifer Grey. The Dominican Labour Party. All right, we'll hold that one. We'll come back to that one, Munro. End of the first minute for Munro. Now we go to Glenmuir for their second minute. Glenmuir, who was the founder of the Barbados Labour Party?
David Tabaro.
No, Sir Grantley Adams. Who is the president of the Aquatic Sports Association
Martin
of
Lim.
Jamaica? Correct. How many basic types of simple machines are there?
3.
No, 6. What does the Spanish verb marcar mean?
To write.
No, to mark or to note or to observe. What is the name of the first novel released by Stephen King?
The Hunger Games.
Incorrect. Carrie. What is the name of the village located in St. Elizabeth that was named after its founder and brother of Kwao?
Akongkong.
Correct. What Bible or what queen in the Bible was dethroned because she would not dance for her husband, the king?
Sheba.
No, Vashti. Pepsin enzymes work primarily in what area of the human body?
Stomach.
Correct. Give an 8-letter synonym for the word common, which starts with O and ends with Y.
Ordinary.
Correct. Basdio Panday is a former prime minister of which Caribbean country?
80.
Incorrect. Trinidad and Tobago. In which month is Thanksgiving Day celebrated in the USA?
November.
Correct. What is the longest river in Britain? The River Severn, and there's no time to answer that. End of the second minute for Glenmuir. Now back to Munro College for their second minute. Munro? The Dominican Labour Party was founded by two persons. One is Emmanuel Christopher Loblaw.
Fils Alfred.
Yes. Who is the president of the Jamaica Table Tennis Association?
Godfrey Lothian.
Correct. What ancient civilization likely used the inclined plane to build the pyramids?
Egyptians.
Correct. What does the Spanish verb llover mean?
Rain.
Correct. What is the name of the first novel released by Nicholas Sparks?
The Notebook.
Correct. The Trenchtown Culture Yard was designated a protected national heritage site in Jamaica in what year?
1990.
Incorrect. 2007. Who in the Bible was described as the meekest man on the earth up to his time?
Job.
Incorrect. Moses. What is the name of the enzyme that acts on the starch in food and breaks it down to maltose?
Emily's.
Correct. Give a 7-letter synonym for the word acknowledge, which starts with C and ends with S.
Confront.
Pass.
Confess. Patrick John is a former prime minister of which
Dominican.
Caribbean country? Correct. What is celebrated annually on July 4th in the United States?
Independence Day.
Correct. On which river does Budapest? And we will have to skip over that one. We've gone too far down the wicket. End of the second minute for Munro. Now back to Glenmuir for their third and final minute. Glenmuir, Stop in the Name of Love is a 1965 song by which group?
Temptations.
No, the Supremes. American chemist Christian Bormer Anfinsen Jr. shared the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in what year for his
1954.
work?
954.
No, 1972. What are the exponents in the prime factorization of 250?
Pass.
1 and 3. The villain, Magneto, is associated with what film?
X-Men.
Yes, which U.S. Vice President became known as the Cast Iron Man for his rigid defense of white Southern beliefs and practices?
John F. Kennedy.
No, John C. Cahoon. Which fielding position in cricket is positioned behind the wicketkeeper on the offside, usually 45 degrees to the wicket?
Sleep.
No, the third man. Which physicist discovered natural radioactivity?
On Becquerel.
Correct. Translate to English. El cielo está ahorita despejado.
The sky is very cloudy.
No, the sky is now clear. What Shakespearean character says, "Good night, sweet
Banco.
prince"? No. Horatio. End of the third and final minute for Glenmuir. Now back to Munro College for their third and final minute. Munro, complete the title of the 1984 Tina Turner song, What's Love?
Nothing to do with it.
Correct. American chemist Paul Berg shared the Nobel Prize for Chemistry.
1978.
No, 1980. How many factors are there for the number 200?
8.
Incorrect. 12. The villain Scar is associated with what animated film?
19.
Correct. Which U.S. Vice President served under Abraham Lincoln and later became president?
No. Andrew Johnson.
Correct. What is the cricket term for a run that is scored when the ball is deflected off a batter's body or pads?
Bye. Run.
No, leg by. Which physicist discovered electromagnetic induction?
Michael Faraday.
Correct. Translate to English. No iremos a caminar porque el día está muy nublado. We won't go for a walk because it's very cloudy. In what city was William Shakespeare's play Measure for Measure set?
Verna.
No, Vienna. Based on the Jamaican folklore about the golden table, where is the source of this table of pure gold?
On the river. A Port Royal.
Yes.
Good.
Which Old Testament prophet predicted the
Isaiah.
I didn't hear a thing you said.
Isaiah.
That's incorrect. That's the end of the third and final minute for Munro. the end of our speed challenge. Scores are Glenmuir High on 20 points, Munro College on 26. When we come back, it's the exciting buzzer challenge which will decide our winners. School's Challenge Quiz goes to a break with a good tip from Cranwata.
It's okay to be wow! You can sing your study notes to the beat of one of your favorite songs. The catchier it is, the more you're gonna remember it.
Welcome back to School's Challenge Quiz. It's the 8th match in round 3 and the scores are Glenmuir High on 20 and Munro College down to 25, having lost a point for the question, what is celebrated annually on July 4th in the USA? And the wrong answer came first, so the judges have taken away 1 point. But now let's get into the buzzer challenge. Teams must press the buzzer and wait to be identified before giving their answer. 2 points will be added for correct answers, but teams will lose 2 points if the answer is incorrect. Teams, it's time to gear up with your quick fingers, quick thinking, and some fast answers, which could put you 1 step closer to winning this championship. Let's have 4 minutes on the clock, please. And our first question is from Bible knowledge. Which prophet had a vision while among exiles by the Kabar River? Munro.
Ezekiel. Ezekiel!
That's correct. Biology. What is the name of the peptide hormone that works to raise the concentration of glucose and fatty acids in the bloodstream? Glenmuir?
Glucagon.
Correct. English language. Spell vicissitude. Glenmuir?
Vicissitude.
That's incorrect. Vicissitude, which means a change of circumstances or fortune. International affairs. Look at the monitor. Identify this person. Munro.
Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Correct. President of Turkey. Chemistry. What is the unique arrangement of atoms, ions, or molecules in a crystalline liquid or solid called? Munro.
Lattice.
Correct. Music. Listen to the clip. Identify the artist. Glenmuir.
Coffee.
Correct. General knowledge. In Greek mythology, who was the god of the winds? Glenmuir?
Hermes.
Incorrect. And king of the mythical floating island of Aeolia? And the answer is Aeolus. Spanish. Translate the following sentence to English. Ella escucha música en la noche. Glenmuir.
She listens to music in the night.
Yes. And geography. What forms when a cold or warm front stops moving? Stationary front or quasi-stationary front. Theatre and cinema. Look at the following clip. Identify this actress. Munro.
Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore.
Correct. Information technology. What is the generic term that refers to a set of instructions or programs that tell the hardware, Munro?
Device driver.
Device driver.
No, tells the hardware what to do, software. History. In what year did Jamaica enter the Carifta Agreement? Glenmuir.
1968.
Correct. Mathematics. If 11 laborers take 8 hours to dig a hole, how long will it take 4 laborers? Glenmuir?
2.5 hours.
Incorrect. Will it take 4 laborers to dig the same size hole, working at the same rate, and that will be 22 hours. Physics. What is the turning effect of Munro?
Torque.
Correct. Or couple around some point called. Sports, a visual one. Look at the monitor. Identify this person. Glenmuir.
Chris Binney.
Correct. Jamaican heritage. Complete the Jamaican proverb. Your Sheikh Manhan. Munro.
But then I shake him out.
Correct. French. What is the French term for the lunch? Munro.
Petit déjeuner.
Yes. Le déjeuner.
Correct. Literature. The character Edmund Talbot appears in which trilogy by William Golding? to the ends of the earth, rites of passage, close quarters, and fire down below. Art. Francisco Goya was a romantic painter and printmaker. In which country? Munro.
Spain.
Yes, was he born? Bible knowledge. Who said these words? Till I die, I will not put away. Munro.
Job.
Correct. My integrity from me. Biology. What is the name of the peptide hormone and neuropeptide that plays a role in social bonding, sexual reproduction, and is required during and after childbirth? And that sounds like the final bell. The answer is oxytocin. But that's the end of the final challenge and, in fact, the end of our match. The scores are Glenmuir High on 24 points, Munro College moving ahead on to 41 points. Here now is the answer to the Digicel viewers' question. And the answer is Rod Stewart. Congratulations to our winners. We'll double check those scores and return with the final results right after these messages. Welcome back. Our winner is Munro College. Congratulations to Munro College and well played, Glenmuir High. We invite the captains to shake hands in keeping with the Schools Challenge quiz tradition. And your final scores are Glenmuir High on 24 points, Munro College on 41 points. Glenmuir High is coached by Jermaine Allen, while Munro College is coached by Coyote Drake and Tamisha Reed. Munro College will now advance to the quarterfinals of the competition. Tune in tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for our first match in our quarterfinals when Central High faces Old Harbour High. From all of us here at TVJ Schools Challenge Quiz, stay tuned and pleasant viewing.